Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Hope you're all doing really well. So today's video is going to be a what's in my travel makeup bag video. I posted a image on Instagram asking you guys if this is something that you guys would like to see, as I recently traveled to Sydney and you guys are really interested in seeing it, so I thought I would do this for you guys today. If you guys follow me on Snapchat, you guys will know the trouble I had with this video the first time I filmed it. So I'm filming this for a second time, so fingers crossed it works out properly this time, and I feel like I'm really cursed with bad luck when it comes to my footage, so I'm praying that this all works out perfectly. And yeah, if you guys don't follow me on Snapchat, you totally should. It's really different to YouTube and Instagram. I find Snapchat to be a little bit more personal because I do snap about, you know, my daily life or what I'm doing during the day, and there's always like P.O Box unboxings. And yeah, so if you guys are really interested in that, please follow me on Snapchat and I will leave it here on the screen. And yeah, so without any further ado, I'm going to jump into this video and I hope you enjoy. Okay, so first and foremost, I think it's really important that I point out that I don't really travel that much yet. I am traveling more nationally now, but the only time I've ever really traveled international was on my honeymoon, which was way back in January. But yeah, so I only really travel nationally, so obviously when you pack nationally and opposed to traveling internationally, it's quite different. So yeah, I'm just going to be showing you guys what I packed when I went to Sydney. And yeah, so basically this is what I travel with. I travel with one bag. This is a MAC clear case where I just put all of my brushes. I have this big Enyo bag because this is the only one that I have that fit all my makeup in it. But yeah, this is what I keep the majority of my makeup. And then I have this nice little case or bag that I carry in my handbag where I put like whatever lip colors and stuff that I'm using. And yeah, I keep this in my handbag. And this is by the Daily Edited. It's really cute and it's got my initials on here, which is kind of wrong now because I changed my last name. But yeah, I'm just going to start with the brushes first, and as you can see, they're all really dirty because I haven't taken them out and washed them yet, but I will obviously get to that. But the first thing that I keep is of course a beauty blender. I can't do my makeup without this. This is a holy grail thing when it comes to my makeup, so of course I carry a beauty blender. So next I've got a bunch of brushes. The next one is the MAC Oval 3. I love using this for nose contouring. That's pretty much what I use it for. It's just perfect to get the sides of your nose, and sometimes I use it for a cream contour for the holes of my cheekbones, but I primarily use this for my nose contour. Next is a Makeup Addiction Large Fluff. I use this to set my under eyes with some powder, and yeah. Next is a Ray Morris No. 1 Deluxe Kabuki, and this is the perfect brush for that nice contour. It really gets into the hollows of your cheekbones and around your face beautifully, and the natural hairs in this make your powders blend beautifully. Next is a Zoeva 129 Luxe Fan Brush. I use this for my highlight. And next is another Zoeva brush. This is the 110 Face Shape. I use this for a few things. I use this for my concealer and also for my powder. This is a no-name brush. I have been using this for years. This is the only brush that I use for my eyebrows. It's just what I've always stuck to. It doesn't have a name brand, but I think it may be by Crown Brush. I'm not 100%. But yeah, this is what I use for my eyebrows. I have the Sigma F75 concealer brush, which I of course use for my concealer. I have a Elysium Integral brush and I use this for concealer. Another Zoeva brush. This is the 102 Silk Finish and I use this to buff in my foundation when I'm not using a beauty blender. And then the Zoeva 127 Luxe Sheer Cheek Brush, which I use for bronzing my face. So just a few more brushes left. I've got another Elysium brush and this is the Square Root, and I use this to apply my blush. The Elysium Division, and I use this for a few things as well. I use this to either highlight my face or to powder underneath my eyes or dust off the powder. And then I've got my Makeup Addiction Spoolie, and this is of course just to brush through my eyebrows. I have this double-ended brush by It Cosmetics. I don't know the name of it, but this is what it looks like. I use both ends of this brush. This one is to buff powder all over my face after I finished applying my makeup, and then the bottom is to blend out concealer. Next to last is the Zoeva 238 Luxe Precision Shader, and as you can see, this has a really fine tip, and I use this to highlight really small areas, so either my cupid's bow, the tip of my nose, and primarily the inner corners of my eyes. This is my absolute favorite brush to do that with. And lastly is the Ingot 4SS brush, and this I use to also highlight my face. I have a few different brushes that I like to toss between when it comes to highlighting. So yeah, that is all the brushes that I travel with, and as I mentioned, I keep them in this MAC clear case. And this case actually you can't get on its own. It comes in a pack of 3, which is awesome because they are perfect, they're sturdy, and they hold things beautifully. I'll do the small makeup bag first. This is the bag I keep in my handbag, and I just keep like my lip liners or some lipsticks or my lip balm or whatever I'm using on my face that day. Just like the small touch-up things, I'll keep them in this. I'm not sure what it has in it because I'm sure I've emptied them into the bigger case, but the first thing is something that I can never leave home without, and this is the Nivea Hydra Care Lip Balm. This is my absolute favorite Holy Grail lip balm. I've got like 5 of them currently. This is the only one that has been working for me really well, so I really love this. Next, I have 2 lip liners by Gerard Cosmetics. These are my favorites. These are Nude, which is this one, and Sure. I've got another 2 lip liners. This one is another Holy Grail, as you can tell. I'm almost out of it. It is the Makeup Forever lip liner in the shade 2C, and also the MAC lip liner in World. Now, I also take with me everywhere. It's my Holy Grail lip liner. It's MAC Soar, but I think I might have lost that in Sydney because I can't find it anywhere, so I'm really disappointed, but it doesn't matter. Everything happens for a reason. So I also in here have 2 MAC lipsticks. The first one is Blankety, which is a really nice brownie nude. And then the second one is Captive, and this is like a really nice light plum shade. It's so beautiful, and I know I carry another lip liner for it. I'm pretty sure it's in the bigger bag, but I use Plum lip liner by MAC as well with that lipstick, and it's so pretty. Highly recommend that combo, by the way, if anyone is interested. Okay, now on to the main part of the show. This is all the makeup that I travel with, and you guys probably noticed that when I was showing you guys my brushes, there were no eyeshadow brushes. That's because I don't really travel with eyeshadow. If I'm just going somewhere nationally, it really depends on why I'm going and the reason why I'm like leaving Melbourne. So for this particular occasion, like I didn't really find a need to take any eyeshadows with me. It wasn't too over the top, so yeah, I usually just stick to eyeliner, mascara, lashes, because my eyes naturally have like a darker pigment. So well, you can't really see now because obviously I've got eyeshadow on at the moment, but you know, my eyes just have a bit of a darker pigment, so it kind of looks like I'm wearing eyeshadow anyway. So yeah, I just thought I would explain that. But the first thing that I can never ever do my makeup without is the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream Holy Grail moisturizer. It's so beautiful, works for absolutely everybody. I use this on every single skin type, and it is amazing. It just brightens up your skin, makes you look so awake. I absolutely love it, so I can't leave home without that. Next is another Holy Grail you guys will probably not be surprised about, but it is my Laura Mercier Loose Translucent Powder. Can't do my makeup without this either. Next is my favorite lashes, and these are the Ardell Demi Wispies. You can never go wrong. They give you just the right amount of drama, but they're not too over the top. They still look quite natural, which I think is perfect. For foundations, I usually take a few. It really depends on, as I said, the occasion, where I'm going, what I'm wearing it for. So I like to take like light coverage one, or like a one that's more medium to full coverage, and yeah, pretty much. So the first one is the Too Faced Born This Way foundation. This is beautiful. I have quite dry skin, and it looks really good on my skin, and it lasts quite a while. The next one, oh no! My eyebrow powder seems to have broken and gotten all over my stuff, which is really disappointing. But as I was saying, this is the Chanel by Lumiere Aqua. This is a water-based foundation, so it's not full coverage, but it sits beautifully on the skin. It's quite dewy, which I love. And yeah, another holy grail foundation of mine. I need to suss out this brow powder ASAP. I also carry tinted moisturizer with me just for everyday wear. I don't like to wear foundation every day. And my favorite tinted moisturizer is by Laura Mercier, and I mix two colors together. The first one is Porcelain and the second one is Bisque. Porcelain is too light for me and Bisque is a bit too dark for me, but mixed together they give me the perfect shade. So that's why I carry two of those. Next is my lovely brow powder that has smashed all over my stuff. But this is the Sigma Beauty medium brow powder. As you can see, it is pretty much gone. When I was lighter, I used to use this color, but now because my hair's a bit darker, I use this color. So yeah, I definitely need to replace this. That is not going in my makeup bag anymore. It's gotten all over my stuff and my hands. But next is the highlighter that I take, and I only just take one, and which is really funny. I have to stop my trash for a second to explain. It's really funny because I take so many highlighter brushes, but only like one highlighter. Anyway, I bring this because it has 3 different shades in it, and it's really, really versatile. This is it. Oh, by the way, it's the Becca and Jaclyn Hill Champagne Glow palette, and it's got 3 shades. Champagne Pop is the one in the middle, and it's my most used highlighter, as you can obviously tell. But the shade Pearl is also really, really nice. I love using this as an inner eye highlight. And this shade here is Blushed Copper, and I don't really use it as much, but I sometimes like to use it as a blush. I also take my MAC Warm Soul blush. This is my favorite blush. It looks absolutely beautiful on every person that I've ever used it on. It's got a slight peach tone to it. It's got a little bit of shimmer, not like big chunks of glitter, but just enough to give your skin a beautiful glow. This has also got the eyebrow powder all over it, which is really gross. But yeah, very, very beautiful blush, so I highly recommend that one. Next is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Skin Perfecting Micro Powder in the shade Medium 2. This is a really, really beautiful face powder. I love to use this to buff my makeup into my face. So I'll take that cosmetics brush, the bigger end, and I'll put it in this, and I'll just buff it all over my face after I've applied all my makeup, and it just gives you the most beautiful, beautiful, like airbrushed Photoshop look. So this is really, really nice. Another powder that I carry with me is the Makeup Forever Pro Finish Powder Foundation in the shade 117. You guys have seen me use this so many times, so I always, always, always take this with me. In here I've also got a Burberry Body Tender, like it's like a small size perfume. I usually keep this in the smaller makeup bag. I carry this in my handbag. It's just really good when you need to kind of spritz up and whatnot. But I love, love, love that. Next is concealers, and I don't know why I have 2 of these in here, but I've got 2 of my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in Custard. I'm pretty sure I only packed 1, but I think because I have another one here in my studio, I used it and I thought I took it out of the bag, so I put it back in. But I only really carry 1 of these with me. But my Holy Grail concealer, along with my Bobbi Brown Tinted Eye Brightener, I use this as one of those things to not only correct my dark circles, but brighten up my under eye. I've used this today as well. And I also carry my Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer in the shade Light Warm, and this is also another Holy Grail concealer. And I have another Holy Grail concealer in this bag. Okay, so lastly for the concealer and corrector section, I have 2 products by Becca Cosmetics. The first one is the Backlight Targeted Color Corrector in the shade Peach. And this is really, really beautiful to correct my under eye circles and any pigmentation I might have on my face. My favorite. And also the Becca Ultimate Coverage Concealing Cream in the shade Banana, and this is the most beautiful full coverage concealer I have ever used. It's absolutely stunning. This comes really close. You guys know I love my Tarte Maracuja concealer. That's what it's called, yeah. Tarte Maracuja Creaseless Concealer is what it's called. This is very, very, very close to that. The Tarte concealer is very near and dear to my heart. It's a whole real line, but this comes very, very, very close to it. I absolutely love it. Next, I've got 2 mascaras. The first one is the Max Factor Velvet Volume, and the second one is the Laura Mercier Extra Lash Sculpting Mascara in the shade Black Onyx. And these are two really beautiful mascaras. They give you perfect length and volume, and they're just really beautiful. But I've got some more lip products in here, and I'm actually really revolted. I don't know if you guys can see, let me put this here, but my hands are literally covered in like brow powder. It's really gross. But my MAC lipsticks are covered. That makes me really sad. But the first lip, this is a liquid lipstick by Anastasia Beverly Hills, and it is the shade Pure Hollywood. I absolutely love this. The second one is a lip color that I wear all the time on Instagram. You guys always ask me what it is, and it's always the Velvet 59 liquid lipstick in the shade Kylie, and this is absolutely stunning. I can't even tell you guys how much I love this color. I use this with the plum lip liner as well. And I've got three MAC lipsticks here. The first one is in Please Me, which is a really beautiful pink color. The second one is in Myrrh, which is another pink shade that's a little bit darker with a slight brown tint to it. And then we've got Honey Love, which is my absolute favorite nude lipstick ever. Also keep a sharpener to sharpen my lip liners and like any eye pencils I have in here. And I have my eyebrow gel. This is by Anastasia Beverly Hills. I think this is just a small sample size, so I've got to repurchase this soon, but it's still quite full, so it's lasting me ages. Next is the Stila Stay All Day Waterproof Liquid Eyeliner. The most beautiful liquid eyeliner that I have probably ever used. It's so easy to use, and it stays, literally stays on all day. And I've also got the Urban Decay 24/7 Naked Liner. This is two colors. The first one is black, and then the second one is doesn't have a name. Oh, yes, it does. It's called Whiskey. So we've got Whiskey and just a black shade, which is called Zero. And then here is my MAC Plum Lip Liner. I love using this. This is definitely a staple in my makeup collection. And last but not least, I of course have to have an eyelash glue to apply my lashes, and my favorite one is the one by House of Lashes. So that is literally it. That is everything that I carry with me in my travel makeup bag. As I mentioned before, of course this would change depending on the occasion I'm going for and where I'm going and all that kind of stuff. But if I do end up traveling overseas or anywhere interesting in the next few months or the next few years, I can definitely do an updated one if you guys are interested in that. But yes, definitely let me know what you guys carry in your travel makeup bag. What are your holy grail products that you have to travel with? Because I would love to know. And yeah, leave those down below in the comments, and I will definitely read them, and like we can all communicate and stuff. As I mentioned before, follow me on Snapchat because I communicate with a lot of you guys there as well. I always reply to my messages, and it's just really fun. You get a little bit more personal on Snapchat. I would say Instagram, but Snapchat. And yeah, I'll leave it on the screen again. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you thought in the comments down below. Like if you enjoyed it, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!